How big of an idea can you handle? Today we're looking at another generative culture attribute, embracing tension. Remember, you can only analyze to the level that you synthesize. The synthesis approach is taking a backward step to look outside your current context to see where you are headed or where you could be headed. It will require you to ask, what is the bigger issue we're trying to solve? Or better yet, dissolve. What would you do with this project if we had a magic wand? Where is this person who is acting a certain way going to end up? Once you have the bigger idea, once you can see it, then you can begin to break it down through the analysis approach to identify the steps to achieve the bigger idea. The analysis approach limits you in your scope by what you see. You are confined to the context. Yes, you can imagine something bigger, but it will most likely be a cheaper version of more of the same that's easier to use. Even if you're able to look outside your current context, you may be able to imagine something bigger, but the size and scope of the ideas will be determined by how much tension the team was able to handle while exploring the unknown and the uncomfortable. All new ideas, inventions, art, music, anything created is born out of tension. Tension is this force within us that propels us to move forward, to work, to dream. But what's important to understand is that the more tension within you, the more it gives you the opportunity to do more and greater works. Analysis as a first step eases the tension, which is why we naturally pursue it without thinking. Many of the most revolutionary inventions came from an inventor that could see well beyond their current context to imagine an idea that was so far from the average person's reality. Even when they try to explain what it is they're dreaming of, others begin to make fun of them, mock them, or even threaten them because they can't bear the tension of hearing the new idea. People often fear what they can't see or understand and lash out at those that can imagine and forge ahead with the faith of bringing something into existence from the seeds of an idea or a dream. These revolutionaries can embrace some of the greatest amounts of tension, and they focus all that energy on an intangible purpose. And they don't give up until it's achieved. And because these ideas are so much bigger and further out, these generative warriors become experts at growing and handling tension. They didn't get to this level by simply handling tough situations. They had to learn to grow, to embrace, and forge ahead more and more over time. Generative leaders understand that the greater the tension, the greater the power or force available to bring an even bigger idea or dream into reality. So, are you a generative leader that can help your team grow at being able to handle more and more tension in order to create a culture that can dream bigger, create more for their organizations and customers, and even impact the world for good? Thank you for letting me share my leadership thought. Have a great week.